Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. Jung's philosophy centers on this. Growth doesn't come by rejecting what's uncomfortable, but by integrating it. Shadow work isn't about winning arguments or avoiding manipulation. It's about confronting the dark, irrational aspects you've denied. Jungian archetypes aren't quirks or stereotypes, but universal psychic patterns in the collective unconscious. The shadow holds traits like anger, envy, selfishness, and taboo desires. It isn't evil, it's what you've disowned. Integration means making it conscious, not defeating it. Other major archetypes include the persona, your social mask, the anima and animus, inner feminine and masculine figures, and the self, the union of your total psyche, toward which individuation strives. Importantly, the shadow isn't someone who disagrees with you or just a flaw to fix. Another person mirrors your shadow only when they stir something unresolved. Emotional, irrational, hard to face. If arrogance enrages you, it may reflect your own pride or fear of insignificance. If someone manipulative unsettles you, it might reveal your own struggle with control. But if a disagreement doesn't emotionally disturb you, it's just a disagreement. Projection is assigning disowned traits onto others without awareness. The shadow is yours, others only trigger it. But this assumes the inner world is the only battlefield. What if these tools, especially contradiction, could be used outwardly in power, rhetoric, and social life? Jung focused on inner integration, not external strategy. Yet contradiction, often seen as weakness, can become a weapon. It exposes hypocrisy, and when chosen, hypocrisy becomes freedom. Conscious hypocrisy is the power to hold opposing truths, to shift, to contradict yourself deliberately. It's not just inner growth. It's rhetorical agility, manipulation resistance, and philosophical rebellion. You stop clinging to fixed identities so disagreement no longer feels like a threat. You gain the freedom to say something is both true and untrue, not to lie but to stay unfixed. To wield contradiction is not to resolve it, but to live through it. Not to be whole but unbound. And in being unbound, you're also free to bind yourself strategically. A conscious hypocrite isn't trapped by contradiction but liberated by it. You become a shape that chooses its form, not one at war with itself, but one that uses contradiction as method, as rebellion, as power.